In today's video, we're going to go through 3 pre-construction projects I'm looking forward to that are going to be launching in 2024. Now, just to be clear, by no means am I implicating that these pre-construction projects are perfect or they're the only good ones coming out in 2024. Of course, nothing is perfect and they will not be suitable for every buyer. Nonetheless, these are 3 pre-construction projects that I'm personally excited about. Hello everyone, welcome to my new channel, which is the Toronto Pre-Construction Connoisseur. If you know me from YouTube, you know me from SaberiSixRealEstate, where I discuss the Toronto and GTA real estate market in depth. So go and subscribe to my main channel for the resale market stats, market trends, and all that. But on this channel, we discuss pre-construction and the Toronto pre-construction market exclusively. We do these types of videos and pre-construction previews for major projects coming out, going through price lists, floor plans, and everything you should know about that particular project. So if you find this content informative and enjoyable, you can subscribe, comment, rate, and review, and you can find the link to my exclusive WhatsApp group chat for pre-construction updates and assignment sales in the description box with regards to the Toronto and GTA real estate market. Lastly, my contact information there as well. So let's get to the list. Starting out, and probably the project I am most excited about in 2024 that is expected to launch in 2024 is the 4800 Yonge Street project by Menkes. 4800 is located right at Yonge St. If you've noticed it, it is the parking lot, or what used to be the empty parking lot, right beside the Brokerage condos, so 9 and 11 Brokerage Avenue. And it's directly across from the TTC subway station and the bus station for Yonge St. So the location is absolutely fantastic. Now, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the design of the building, the spherical nature of the design. I think spherical buildings often have a struggle with floor plans. Of course, this is just a rendering and a lot can change. I mean, the project hasn't even launched yet in terms of floor plans, prices, and all that. So once again, all this, as always the case with pre-construction, is subject to change. As of now, we know that's going to be 49 stories, 500 units, and it's definitely going to be one of the tallest buildings in North York, within the North York condo market. The North York condo market mostly has buildings that are upwards of 30 stories maximum. Most of them are mid to low rises. You have your high rises, once again, like the Brokerage condos, the Hallmark Center condos, even all the way to Bayview Village, Shepherd and Bayview. You have the NY towers that are high rises as well. But 49 stories is something more akin to the downtown Toronto condo market. You don't really see that in North York. And we don't have access to prices yet, at least I don't. However, as soon as I do, I'll share it in the WhatsApp group chat. You can bet that it's going to be a pricey project. Probably the most expensive project in this video that we're going to discuss. And I'm a big fan of Menkes. Menkes is one of the best builders. I would rank them in that second tier of elite builders within the downtown Toronto, Midtown, and GTA real estate market. We're talking Menkes, Daniels, Minto, Great Golf. These are builders that I like a lot. Of course, they're no Tridel. No one is a Tridel in my opinion. And really within the Toronto pre-construction market, whether you're looking at pre-construction condos, I've said this in the past, and maybe you heard me say this, betting on the right builder is very important. I rather bet on the builder and I'll go as far as to say that to me, the builder quality is more important or higher in terms of the list of priority. I give it more weight than the actual project or location. I'd much rather buy maybe an average project in an average location from a great builder as opposed to a great project in a great location from a mediocre to bad builder, because it's not just what you get in terms of the end result, but in terms of delivery of the actual project. We've seen issues with bankruptcy recently. All these things have to be considered, and really reputable builders that are actually good are few and far between within Toronto, and I think Menkes is one that qualifies as a reputable good builder. Moving on, next one. This one might be a little bit under the radar, which is the Grain Mass Timber Lofts. Obviously, this is a boutique condo, low-rise, 6 stories, anticipated to be around only 28 to 35 units. So this is not a project that is meant to placate to the investor portion of the pre-construction sector or the Toronto real estate market. It's more so meant for end users. And if you know from this channel, I'm a huge fan of mid to low-rise condos. overall, not just with regards to the pre-construction sector, but even in the resale sector, often 9 times out of 10, a fan of the mid to low rise because they are often the better buildings than high rises. Not to say there aren't any good high rises. However, when I purchased a condo for myself, for instance, and in several cases for clients, boutique mid to low rises often provide better end user experiences. And this is the case with this building, which is going to be located at 1650 DuPont. Now, initially this project was only going to be 6 stories and only 28 units. I believe in recent months, as of October, it has gone from 6 stories to 8 stories, and the number of units have increased. It's no longer 28. I think it's closer to 100 now, if I recall correctly. Of course, as we approach the date of the launch, we'll know more and more about this project. And you can also expect this to be pricey as well. There's no question about it. Ultimately, it is the junction, so you should expect a hefty price per square foot. Once again, though, we'll know better once we get closer to the launch of this project. And lastly, the third project I'm really looking forward to in 2024 is Y9929 in Richmond Hill, at the major intersection of Yonge and Major Mackenzie. Before you type your comments, I'm aware this is not Toronto, but when I say Toronto, I'm pretty much meaning the GTA, because that is what, attracts the most views. And let's be honest, someone who lives in Richmond Hill, when they're out on vacation and they meet a new couple, they're not gonna say, I'm from Richmond Hill. They're gonna say they're from Toronto. So anyways, moving past that, the reason I'm looking forward to this project first and foremost is because you know how big a fan I am of Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill is by far my favorite municipality in the entirety of the GTA. Now, maybe I'm a little bit biased because that's where I grew up when I first moved to Canada. Currently, I live in Toronto. But putting aside Toronto, let's put aside Toronto. I definitely think there's no argument that Richmond Hill is superior to Markham, Vaughan, Newmarket, Aurora. Not to say these municipalities are bad municipalities. It's just in terms of location, in terms of end user friendly, in terms of being a family, in terms of having access to amenities and nature, and at the same time being convenient in terms of public transit and being convenient in terms of vehicular transit. You cannot do better than Richmond Hill. It's the center of the GTA when you look at it on a map. Now, the exact location is Yonge and Major Mackenzie, and this is the second phase, of course, of this project. We discussed the first phase on my original channel, so go check that video out for the first phase review. And I think this project provides an affordable option for a lot of people looking to purchase. It's definitely going to be much more affordable than the first 2 projects we discussed. And as we get closer to the launch, I'll have more details on it in terms of floor plans, prices, and all of that good stuff. Now, the only hesitancy I have with this one is the builder. The builder's not a bad builder per se, but they're not a stellar builder. They're just very, very, middle of the pack, average, budget builder. Not too good, not too bad. But however, that is just my opinion, and so is this entire video. Thank you very much for watching. We're gonna have more details on all these projects as we get closer to launch. And let me know if you have any further questions. Leave them in the comments or get in touch with me, or feel free to let me know what you guys think. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and stay tuned. Thank you.